Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. Don't forget to sign up for my newsletter. That's right, my newsletter. Don't forget to sign up for it. It's easy to do at drloriv.com. Just go there. The thumbs up icon is what you're looking for because that's where the free stuff is. And then just give us your email address. The next newsletter is going to show you how to take the loop. You all know the loop. If you haven't got the loop yet, get the loop. And yes, when you buy from my website, I do get compensation. Get the loop. I'm going to show you in that newsletter how to tell fake pearls using the loop. You don't want to miss it. So my guests are here from all over, and they're going to show me their art, antiques, and collectibles. If you don't have a plain background, I can't choose you. If you have stuff hovering over your head, I can't choose you. If you've got all your grandkids' pictures behind you, I can't choose you. So please, let's get this easy for you guys. A good, clear connection is going to be helpful as well. I want to make sure we see we've had a lot of fun with a lot of folks. I've had my classes and such. I'm a little exhausted today. It was a very busy day of taping with folks, and also on my Facebook page, I'm going to put up my recent interview with Women's World magazine. So I hope you'll take a look. That'll be on Facebook. I hope you take a look at that article too. I'm sorry, my guests are here. I was chatting. My guests are here. Let's see what they've got. We've got some pearls. We've got a pendant. We've got what looks like an Asian stool. I'm going for the pearl necklace, I think. I think that's where I'm going. And it looks like it's got an aquamarine pendant too. Have I got this right? Or
no,
it's pendant?
It's actually a diamond.
Oh, it's a diamond pendant. Oh, wonderful. So how are you? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Lori from Florida.
Hi, Lori. Nice to see you.
You too.
Okay, what have you got? Tell me about this.
So this is one of the pieces I got. I bought, did an estate sale buyout, and I was bag 4 looking, and I'm like, I'm finding sterling pieces, and so I got into the 4th bag, and this was in it.
Okay, wow.
With other things, I'm going to have to schedule a call, but
oh, like a video call with me. Yeah, you could schedule those. They're easy to schedule on my website. One thing about it, can you tilt the top, like the neck of this thing back like that?
Oh,
back the other way. Yeah, like that. I want to see the diamond. Oh,
did you test it? It's 1 carat and it is diamond. I have the tester.
Okay.
The Presidium, and it's 14 karat gold. The clasp. This is the clasp as well.
Right. Right.
I measured the pearls, and they're about 6 millimeters. Not,
Excellent. Rough. So you have 6 millimeter cultured pearls. You've got a diamond clasp that can also second as a pendant, which is the idea. How long is the necklace? Is it 16, 17 inches?
16 inches.
16 inches. Okay. And how much did you pay for it? So you got this big lot. What did you pay for the whole lot?
I paid $80 for the whole lot, and there's an authentic Rolex in there. It's just crazy. So
wow, congratulations. That's really a real bargain, right? That's fantastic.
Yeah, you've taught me so much. So I was very excited.
Thank you. I'm very excited for you. I love to hear that. I want you all to succeed. And those of you who are succeeding are watching my lies and myths videos. A lot of you are going, I watch the lies and myths videos. A lot of my resellers who are successful are like, those are the videos I watch a lot. So make sure you check those out along with the other videos. So back to Lori. Lori, beautiful. I'm so happy for you. I can't even tell you. Now, you know where I'm going to be on this. It's a 1 carat diamond, right? It's got 14 karat white gold. It's also got the 6 millimeter cultured pearls. They look like they're Japanese pearls. They have a nice consistent luster and size and color. I would say value on that about $3,000 for that necklace. I know.
Thank you so much.
It's really beautiful, and it's beautiful for the diamond and the pearls and the way in which you can actually use it either way. So you can actually put it behind your neck, right? The clasp behind your neck. I would always have the diamond in the front. I like diamonds, but basically that's a beautiful example. And I'm a little shocked at $80, but we know what to find. We know what to look for. So how did you know? Tell me the story. When you first saw it, what did you think? Did you think Mickey Moto when you first saw it?
I did, only because of watching your videos. I've learned so much. So
I do.
And there's more pearls in this lot of stuff, but this was
I do think that they're probably Mickey Moto. They're definitely high quality Japanese pearls. I will say that. And then the diamond is beautiful as well. It is a solitaire in the center. And basically what we're seeing also, not only the solitaire, but it is, of course, brilliant cut. So the cut of the diamond is important, and that impacts value. The size of the value of the diamond is important, and that impacts value. So that's what we're looking for. Congratulations. That is a great way to start.
Yes, thank you so much.
Nice to see you. 3,000 for 80 plus all the other stuff. Oh my gosh, that's a real bargain. I love to hear that. That's terrific. And again, you want to use the diamond tester, the Presidium, whatever it might be that you want to use. We have a small diamond tester we offer, as well as the Presidium, any of those types of things. When you're looking at pearls, I want to know those questions. So somebody asked a question. You can always ask the question while we have the actual object here showing them from my guests. So if you have a question, I want to hear about it. But that was great. When you're looking for pearls, I tell you all the time, you know, consistent luster, look for a nice big clasp. Hopefully you'll have some other gemstones on the clasp, or 14 karat gold or sterling silver. All of these are in the list of what to look for on a good pearl necklace. So that's important too. I like to give you the list, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll keep doing that. All right. My guests are here from all over. It's good to see all of you. Very, very busy day today. I don't know. Are you a little tired today? I'm a little sleepy today, but I'm good to see all of you. I'll be happy to see that. Can you back up a little bit? Make sure you have a clear background so I can see the whole object. Not seeing the whole object. I'm seeing parts.
Just give me a sec. Give me a sec.
Okay. I'm giving you a sec. Give you all a sec. Okay. Let's take a look. So we've got some more pearls. We've got this piece that looks like it's on a stick of some sort. I can't really tell that one. I'm going to go with this plate. I like China. Let's see what this is. It's a nice green plate. It's hand painted. It's got some gilding around it too. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm calling from Michigan.
Hi, Michelle. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
This is a beautiful piece. Here's a couple of things I want you to see about China, vintage China plates and such chargers. First of all, if you have a scallop or the edge is decorated in one way. So number one, look for the decorated edge. So it's not just a circle. That's it, right? The other thing you're looking for, hand painting. Hand painted through the whole piece. The more hand painting, the better. That's 2. 3, gilt, gold leaf, any type of gilt or gold, oftentimes silver too, but gold is much more common. Then I want you to look on the other side. I want you to look for bright white porcelain. I want you to look at the color of the clay. I don't want off-white. I don't want ochre. I don't want eggshell. None of the colors that my mother would paint the dining room, all those off-white colors. I want white, bright white. And then we want to look at the mark as well. So Michelle, what does this mark say?
It says Limoges, France.
Okay, so it says Limoges, France. It's got a crown mark on it too. Can I see the front? So this piece is white when it comes into the United States, and then someone here will actually hand paint it. They'll hand paint it and gild it. That middle portion is done with a stencil. All the rest of it has a Baroque feeling. The Baroque is basically what you're looking at. So that open cartouche with the 2 scrolls at the top and also at the bottom tells you where you should hold the plate. It's really more of a cabinet plate. And then it has all beading. That's what all those little tiny, there you go. That's what all those little tiny beads are. It's called beading. And it's really quite fine. This piece, based on that mark, dates to about the 1920s. Tell me the story. How did you find it?
I picked it up today at an estate sale.
Today you got it. So it's fresh, brand new out of the estate sale. Do any of you folks have questions for me about this particular plate? What questions might you have about it? Thank you for recognizing and showing your appreciation with super chat, super thanks, super stickers. I appreciate it very much. It helps us to make more videos for you. So what other questions do you have? I like the actual flowers. Now, all of you flower people have to start going, it's a rose, it's a this, it's a dahlia, it's a that, you know, because I'm not Miss Flower here. It doesn't always come to me the names of the flowers. But these are really quite fine. What made you buy it, Michelle?
Well, I love that none of the gilding was worn. There were no chips, no cracks.
Do you collect China?
I have been getting into, I've been learning everything from you. So
I hope it's helpful. I know that that's great. It is not glazed over the hand painting, Deborah. No, it is hand painted, but it's not glazed over it. So a lot of people will be looking for that. But oftentimes these pieces that come in that are imported into the United States and then painted here, you don't always see full glaze. So you can see some areas that will have some glaze and some areas that won't. That's what you're seeing. would be part of a set or a nice plate. Becky's asking that question. It's just for nice. You know, my mother would say it's just for nice. But usually cabinet plates are not part of a set. Yes, someone could paint a whole bunch of them the same way and create a set. But this particular piece is probably its own stands alone cabinet plate. How much did you pay for it and how many inches in diameter is it?
It is 9 inches in diameter, and I paid $5. And it does have a little signature of someone's name, Lauren.
So Lauren painted it and signed her name. All right. So basically we're looking at this piece again, early 20th century. I would say for a 9-inch diameter, remember chargers are bigger. This is a typical plate and a cabinet plate. It's intended to be decorated, maybe a set of botanical line. No, I don't think that's a set of botanical line at all. Value on this particular piece, I would say value on this piece about $45. It's really beautiful.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. I'm so glad you're learning from the channel and watching the videos.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you for everything that you know.
Sure. Happy to share it. Thanks for sharing your great find. Just
Thanks.
Fresh out of the estate sale. There you go. It's a nice one for $5. So when you're looking at these pieces, I want you to have a sense of what to look for. That's why I want to tell you about the list. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you very much for supporting me in my quest to educate you guys. Don, we had a lot of fun. We had a great fun at class the other night, Don. And it was, Don's been on a lot. And it's so nice to see, put a face with a name. You know, I know a lot of you by face, and some of you, of course, I'm starting to learn. The classes are easy to sign up for. And of course, they're available. You can find out if there's a date that works for you for a Dr. Lori class on my website, drloriv.com, and look for appearances. That's right there. And that's where all my events are actually posted. So you can't miss it. You can even click on it and it will save it to your calendar. We've made it very easy for you. You should use all the technology that we're offering to you. So, and then if you want to send a picture in the meantime of something, right, you could always do that also on our website at drloriv.com. There's a little brown button. It says send a photo. Click the little brown circle, send a photo. It has a little camera in it on the website, and it's very easy to do. There it is. It's on the left-hand side, right there at the homepage. Get photo, send photos, get report, right there, the camera. Click on that brown circle with the camera, and you can, of course, send me pictures. I was moving my shirt, sorry. All right. My guests are here from all over. Lori was from Florida. Michelle was from Michigan. Let's see who else we've got. So that looks like an Asian chair, and that looks like Lynn from my class, but I'm not sure of that.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes, it is. Okay. And then I've got a pen that's kind of swinging, but we can't really see it. So, and then I've got a piece of glass, but that's kind of getting a lot of reflection. Hard to see that. I'm seeing more of her ring than I am of this glass vase. So can you back up the glass vase a little bit? All right. Well, we might have to come back to that. Lynn, let me take a look at your table. Hi, how are you?
Right. So I'm going to give you the dimensions real quick. It's 15 pounds, 20 inches high, 16 inches lengthwise, and 11 3/4 across.
Okay, how did you acquire it?
It's my mom. She used to go get antiques with my aunt, and I don't know that you can see the Asian characters in here.
I see the Asian characters at the bottom on the underside. Can you show me the stand upright? There we go. And back up a little bit for me. There you go. Good. How tall is it? Do you see the legs? I want you all to notice the legs. What do you look for with an Asian piece of furniture? You're looking for the legs. You're looking for stretchers. That's those little thinner bars at the top, right? Those are stretchers. You're also looking for a lip. The top surface will have a lip, right?
Yes.
It'll go over it. That's typical for Asian pieces as well. You usually have a blonde or honey-colored wood if you have a wood like teak or a native wood or of course Asia. Sometimes you'll see a red thing. Trina, thank you very much for your super sticker. I appreciate that too. Okay, why do you keep showing me the bottom?
Well, you said about blonde wood, so I just thought I'd show you the unfinished surface. It's 20 inches high, and it is 15 pounds. I don't know what kind of wood this is, but it's really...
It's relatively heavy. And
Yes.
oftentimes, if it's 20 inches high, it's not all that high. Sometimes you can see these pieces and you could use them as sort of a small little table, or they also use them as garden stools. So you could sit right on it, which is why it's so heavy. Sometimes
Right.
you'll see that as well. And oftentimes what you're going to see in these pieces, now that piece probably dates to about the 1940s to the 1950s. I don't think that piece is all that old. Well, in my line of work, it's not all that old.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were actually made here in many of the cities, the Chinatowns that would grow up in certain major cities like New York and San Francisco and other places, and actually made by Chinese craftsmen who happened to be in the United States. Value, how much did you pay for the piece? Do you have any idea, or is it just a family heirloom from mom? And all of you are saying, can I show you family heirlooms? Of course, you can show me anything you want. It doesn't have to be something you bought. Anything you want to show me, I'll appraise. What were you going to say?
My mom doesn't remember it now, but I think when I talked with her about it like 15, 20 years ago, she told me she paid $100 for it. I do know the Japanese or Chinese characters that are in here. I tried to put them through Google Translate, and the one that's on the bottom of the table here translated to something like industry.
Okay. So a couple of different things you want to see. Yes, it's a good idea to try to translate it. If you can't, it doesn't really impact value all that much. It's not like in this particular case, sometimes it will impact value. In this particular case, I would say your piece today is probably worth about $200. Your mother probably paid a little too much for it then.
I think they were under the impression it was older and that it was from Asia, not from here in the States.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a nice piece. It's a good form, but even if it were from Asia, it still would have been too much money to have spent on that piece then.
Okay, thank you so much.
That's an example of patterns of collecting. So you have your list of what you should look for if you're looking for Asian furniture. Lynn, good to see you.
Thank you.
My pleasure, my pleasure. So that's one of the things that I want you to understand. There's all different kinds of stuff that, of course, come through. And I look at all different types of objects. Because we don't just have one type of object in our home. We've got all different kinds of objects in our home. So, and we've got all different kinds of objects when we go to an estate sale or a thrift store or grandma's attic or garage, kind of thing. So we want to look at everything. But my guests are here with all kinds of stuff from all over the world. Thank you for joining me and thank you for supporting the channel. And you can do that, of course, in many different ways. I appreciate it very much. It's good to see all of you. So, guests are here. I want a clear background, a good connection. I don't want any of this snow like on the old TV channels. So let's see if we can get a good connection. That will be helpful too. So let's see what we've got. Okay, I need to see the person's face who's got this cameo. There we go. There's a face. Let's take a look at the face and the cameo. It looks like a cameo and those red eyeglasses. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you, Dr. Lori?
I'm good. Where are you?
I'm sorry. I'm in Alabama.
You're in Alabama. What's your name, honey?
Sandy.
Sandy, can you take that off the wall? I know you did a great job there. I'm going to probably ask you to put it back on the wall. Try not to move too much.
Okay.
And if you can put it just up closer to the camera. There it is. That's great. Right there. Stop. Don't move.
Okay.
Back up a little bit for me. Okay. How did you acquire this?
It was in a thrift store lot out of New Mexico.
Okay.
It's got a signature on the back. It's kind of rubbed into there. I can't really tell what it is, but it looks like a D and a LUIS, perhaps.
Can you turn over the cameo portion?
Yes.
So I can see the back of it? Okay. Here's a couple of things I want you to understand. First of all, I'm sorry. Remind me of your first name?
Sandy.
Sandy. I want you to stop moving the camera.
Okay. I'm trying to get there we go.
That's okay. Right there. Stop. What you should be looking for in a cameo on the back side, and the back is always going to teach you more than the front, is a translucence. It's got to look like the inside of a shell. So the next time you're at the beach and you're looking at a shell, I want you to look at the inside and how basically it looks like it.
It's kind of see-through.
Yeah, but stop moving.
Okay.
I know you're a sweetheart.
I just got home from my son's.
I know you're very good. And notice that what they've done is they've basically attached the beads and attached the necklace to the pin of the cameo.
Yes.
The cameo is where all the value is. All those beads and all the rest of it, it's fine, but it probably is only adding $50 to the value. will you please put the cameo back on the wall the way you had it? Excuse me, back on the wall the way you had it. There you go. And then so I can see the front of the cameo. Here are the things I want you to look for in cameos. I want you to look for that translucence, almost like if you took honey and you put it into the freezer and you froze it. It looks like that color. Then I want you to see where the value is here. When you're looking at cameos, you want to look for ovals. You want to look for figures in profile. Okay. You want to look for intense and specific carving. You want to look for a shell. Okay. Now, sure, there are other cameos that are carved in coral and other things, but you want to look for a shell. You want to look for a nice setting and a setting that might be marked sterling silver or 14K. Is your setting marked?
It is 925.
Okay, so sterling silver for the marking, for the setting. Then I want you also to look for intricacy. So I want to see details. I want to see if there's a bracelet or a necklace around her neck, or maybe there's a little rose. Or in this case, you'll notice that she has her eyebrows and eyelashes are actually carved out. Notice her hair. You can see her hairstyle. So you can see sort of the folds of her blouse. All of that's important for value. So you're looking for details. You're looking for the shell. You're looking for a contrast of color, right? The white against the darker color of the background. A good, strong marked precious metal setting. And then I want you to look for, again, that on the back, you want to look for that shell back. And in profile. It should be in profile.
Okay.
That's a beautiful cameo. The rest of it is nice, but maybe $50 nice. But that cameo is really where the value is. How much did you pay for it?
I got the entire lot for $45 plus shipping, and there was a ton of turquoise and just a lot of stuff in there. I haven't even.
From what? From like a shopgoodwill.com or an online auction or something?
It was a shop online, Goodwill.
Value on that piece, just the pin, $50 for the rest of the beads and stuff and that necklace part, but just the pin cameo, you're losing the cameo. There we go, Sandy. You're doing a good job, hon. The cameo value on it, $700. It's a gorgeous cameo.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Wow.
I know. It's beautiful. And it's all about the back. Recognize what the back should look like and stick to that list that I gave you. In profile, look for the carving. Don't forget about the details of the carving. Look for, of course, that nice precious metal setting. And that's a gorgeous example, I want you to learn it from the list, because if you can just remember these points that I'm giving you, you're going to find them too. Have you been enjoying the channel, Sandy?
Oh my goodness. Yes. I mean, the coronavirus has made me a reseller all of a sudden. And without you, I wouldn't be able to sell anything. I would be too scared. I'm not putting the right price. I've had video calls and sent photos. There's so much that I don't know, and bless you.
Thank you. I hope it's helpful, and it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
It's awesome. I love it. I mean, this is why I love it right here.
Are you watching the Lies and Myths and the Real Bargains videos? Because let me tell you, the Lies and Myths videos have so much information that you resellers need. You really got to take a look at those. So check them out. Nice to see you, Sandy.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lori.
My pleasure. I'm happy for you. That's a real bargain, as I've been known to say. Terrific. Sandy got it together. She had a good idea to have that on the wall. Good idea. And a nice plain background. So that's helpful for me too. Yeah, Rebecca, Sandy hit a home run. I want to hear your questions too. I'm answering those as well. So if you have some questions about cameos when a cameo's up, when you see an object and you say, hey, I want to know this about that object. I've been waiting to see something like that. Go ahead and type it in. Let me answer those questions for you as well. So that's really terrific. Some great pieces. Is it best to have a set of end tables to bring up the value when reselling? Yes, Sharon, it's always better to have a set. So if you have 2 end tables and a coffee table, that's great. If you have 2 end tables or 2 nightstands, yes, that will bring up the value. Having a set value, also known as collection value, can increase value as much as 10% of the total value. So if you have 2 end tables, and they're $150 each, right? And you put them together and they're $300 in terms of value, having the 2 of them actually increases it another 10%. So that's important. So yeah, that's exactly a very good question. So let's see. What else have we got? questions, I'm happy to take. And I'm happy to look at and talk to my guests too. I'll be happy to look at them as well. Really small, and someone's talking, and we're in the car, and then there's this piece that really looks like what a lot of people have. So let's take a look at, and then there's a glass, looks like there's a glass goblet. Let's take a look at the grapes. Let's take a look at this piece. It has the grapes. There we go. And then for those of you, if you're not chosen, you can always go and send a photo. Sure. Hi, Dr. Lori here. How you doing?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm great too. How about that? We're great. Lori, thank you for the super chat and the super stickers. And I appreciate those of you who get the appraisal and do the super chats and super stickers. And those of you who are watching and say, you know what, I made money based on this, or I just love what I found, right? Right, William? William knows. Yeah, so much great info. Thank you. Teresa, thank you for your support. Tell me, what have you got here? I like this piece, hand-painted ceramic.
It says T&V Limoges, France.
Okay, Tresselman and Voigt. You probably have heard me talk about Tresselman and Voigt before. Limoges, France. Lovely piece. Again, hand-painted work, right?
Yeah.
So this particular piece is hand-painted. And how big is it? How tall is it?
7 inches.
Nice. Where'd you acquire it? How much did you pay?
At a yard sale, and she was asking $1.
She's asking $1. I mean, it's hysterical. Asking $1. Well, that was very nice of her. The piece, based on the T&V Limoges mark, dates to the early years of the 20th century. Is it signed by the painter?
I don't see any signature. No.
The way this goes is these come in blank. I've talked about them a lot. Women sit around the early 20th century before the advent of TV or radio. They've got a little wine, they've got some paintbrushes, and they're painting. And they're usually painting these pieces so they'll have something pretty for when they get married. The idea is that you'll have a beautiful set because maybe you couldn't afford to get a set that was painted by a studio ceramist, but in fact, you can paint your own. That was the idea. It's kind of paint your own pottery, you know, early 20th century style. That's what you're looking at. So it's a really nice piece. Can I see the inside so we can get an idea of whether or not it's a biscuit jar? Okay. So it once had a collar. That means it once had a metal piece around the top that would allow so you didn't have to paint all the way into the inside. So the collar's missing. That happens over time. Value on that piece, $90 for your investment.
Wow.
Really
Thank you.
nice. Did you pay $1 or did you negotiate her down from $1?
Well, I actually bought some more things, so she just threw it in.
She threw it in.
Yep.
About $90. It's a very nice piece of Limoges by a very famous manufacturer, T&V, Tresselman and Voigt. Where are you calling from, hon?
From California.
Nice to see you. Thanks for being with me.
All right. Thank you.
Sure, my pleasure. And nice to see all of you, too. I'm Dr. Lori. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for your super chats and super stickers. Thanks for watching. Don't miss the videos, and I'll see you next time.